Okay, so if anyone has a question of whether or not we're in a bear market and that this was a bear market rally, today should have answered your question. I know it was Jay Powell. I know it was the press conference. I know that the first move to the upside, which is usually the wrong way, um, was strong, and we did go from, I don't know, down slightly to up strongly. I think we went to up about, well, we were up 350 at 215 after the announcement. We got up to about 400 or so, and then we collapsed down. We had another run at the upside, and that halted again and collapsed down. And we closed pretty much on the lows. Um, to give you an idea, some of the things that I look at was the 210 spread, the one that everybody talks about as being inverted. Today, I think it might have made a new inversion high at 53 basis points. It actually closed at, I think, about 51 or 52 because the 10-year had closed about 444, but moved, pardon me, it settled at 455 and then jumped to 462 after the close in the cash session. The 10-year got down this morning as low as 398, but it closed over 4 at 4.06, and it too jumped up afterwards in the cash session to 4.11. So let's just look at a couple of these names. By the way, the Dow was 26 down, 4 up. The biggest winner on the day was Boeing, adding $27 to the Dow on its $4 move, and DuPont, which canceled the purchase of Rogers this morning, was added about 12 Dow points, but aside from that, not much. Airbnb, which beat on earnings but gave soft guidance this morning, we talked about it at 102.48. It continued down, and the last is 95.16, down 13.40 or about 13%. Qualcomm gave very poor guidance, and it is trading 104.90, down 12.43 or also about 12%. Roku, um, trading currently 45.13, down 9.19 or 17% on their miss. CVS, which traded just under par today, 99.44 on better numbers and a settlement for Walgreens, Walmart, and CVS on the opioid. As I said, it was up to 99.44. The last is 96.80, and that's up 218. So um, closed near the low, but it was up 2.3%. Now, this is an easy one. Etsy, very interesting. The company reported a loss. That loss was $7.63. But they raised their transaction fees. And so um, that pushed it substantially higher. And pretty basically, the stock had closed 87.54 and rallied all the way up to 99.44, same high as CBS. But the last is 96.15, up 472. Lower sales, higher transaction rates. You don't have to be a genius to know that they're jerking you around. and that people who do their business there are not going to be happy. I mean, their entire gain here was from higher fees, selling fees. Okay, so we don't really have to discuss the Dow and the others, but I will tell you the Dow down 165 was actually the best acting, and it had 4-to-1 down volume. The S&P down 2.5% came in second, down 96.14. The Nasdaq and the Russell were down identical percentages today, which is kind of interesting because the Russell has been running ahead. Today it closed down 62.25 or 336, and the Nasdaq closed down 366.05, and that too was 3.36%. Advanced declines in the Nasdaq were 3-to-1 to the downside, and volume did expand, just what you want to see. Big volume on a move down, 5.3 billion. Oil up. Gold, after being up 25, finished up 30 cents. Bitcoin down to 15. The dollar, which was a dollar lower, it was down to 110.26, closed 111.22, and that was down a scant 0.13. Bonds were down a little over a quarter. Nat gas was up 55 cents, and silver was minorly lower. So, you know, if you're going to rely on those teleprompter readers, good for you, but you're not going to get the story. All right, everyone. I'll be back first thing in the morning. Tomorrow is Thursday. It's claims day, but frankly, between claims, continuing claims, September trade balance, third quarter productivity, factory orders, October ISM non-manufacturing, and the weekly net gas inventories, none of these things will mean anything at all. This was a bear market rally. I told you over and over and over again. And things go wrong in bear markets.